Imagine a car powered by the surrounding air. Imagine the air around a car could do more than slow it down. Imagine it could actually help hold the car to the road. For early cars, speed brought a simple problem. The faster they moved, the harder the air pushed back. The air could also lift. So engineers began changing the shape. Smooth the nose. Reduce turbulence. Let the air leave more cleanly. But reducing resistance wasn't enough. What if the same air could create grip? That question changed racing. In the 1960s, engineers began turning the idea upside down. Instead of using a wing to lift a vehicle into the air, why not use it to press a car down? But there was a catch. More aerodynamic grip could also mean more drag. It's like choosing between running with your arms open and tucked in. One gives you more control, but it also meets more air. How to gain grip without giving away speed. Then came a bigger idea. Maybe the wing didn't have to sit on top of the car. Maybe the car itself could become the wing. Lotus explored this idea by shaping the underside of the car, so airflow could accelerate through carefully designed channels. The result was lower pressure beneath the car, and a powerful force pulling it toward the track. In simple terms, the road was no longer just underneath the car. It became part of the aerodynamic system. And suddenly, the biggest aerodynamic surface wasn't above the car. It was underneath. At first, the wing looked like something added to the car, a separate piece doing a very specific job. But then, the idea started spreading. The shape of the whole car began working with the air. The wing was no longer the whole story. Aerodynamics had become part of the car itself. But engineers discovered something else. The aerodynamics could become too sensitive. When the airflow changed unexpectedly, the car's behavior could change with it. The idea didn't disappear, it evolved. Instead of relying on extreme side skirts, engineers developed more controlled ways to manage airflow beneath the car. Imagine water moving through a narrow channel. Change the shape of the channel, and you change how the water behaves. Engineers do something similar with air. As these ideas matured, aerodynamic thinking moved far beyond the racetrack. Supercars began using splitters, diffusers, wings, and carefully shaped bodywork, not simply to look dramatic, but to control what the air was doing. Then came another leap. What if the car didn't have to choose one aerodynamic setting? At high speed, less drag can matter. In a corner, more aerodynamic grip can matter. The car is no longer simply shaped for the air. It can respond to the air. And that's the real transformation. Supercar performance stopped being only about making more power. The fastest machines didn't simply learn to go faster. They learned to work with something they couldn't even see.